Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And my name is Catherine, and today we're talking about office stuff, things in your office.
That's right. We are talking about secrets in the office, or maybe specific little things that people talk about behind other people's back.
Okay, bad things then. So this is an elementary level lesson. Before we get going, though, let's take a look at a phrase in today's vocabulary preview.
Vocabulary preview.
All right, so the phrase for today is actually the same as the title for this lesson, and that's office gossip.
Okay, you all know what an office is. But what is gossip?
So to gossip means to talk about other people secretly or behind their backs, or maybe talk about other people's problems or private things.
So, oh my God, did you hear? John is totally gonna break up with her. So you're talking about people without them knowing.
Right. So you're talking about their private things, their relationships. Maybe you're even criticizing them.
That's right. So office gossip is talking about people in your office without them knowing. So saying bad things about them.
Right. So without any more delay, why don't we listen to this dialogue for the first time?
Hey, Eric, have you heard?
No? Go on, tell me. What's the latest office gossip?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but the rumor is Paula is getting a promotion.
No way. But she's a terrible worker, and you can't trust her. She's so two-faced. You can't believe anything she says.
Hey guys, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, hi Paula. How are you?
I've got some good news. I'm getting a promotion.
Congratulations! Eric and I were just saying that you were the best person for the job.
Yes, you're the best.
All right, we're back. So we have 4 keywords that we want to look at from this gossip dialogue. So why don't we take a look at those now in language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Okay, the first word is rumor.
Rumor. Now, this is an interesting word about gossip.
Yeah, a rumor. So a rumor is a story that might or might not be true.
Right.
Okay, so I heard a rumor that they broke up yesterday.
Okay, so you're not sure if they broke up, or no one has told you for a fact.
No, it means I probably heard it from someone else who heard it from someone else who heard it from someone else who doesn't really know.
Right. So rumors are maybe guesses about people, and you don't know if they're true. You see this a lot with famous people, movie stars. They always talk about rumors that maybe they got married in secret or something.
Exactly. There's a rumor that Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are breaking up.
Right.
Okay, so we don't know if it's true. Rumor.
Okay, that's a rumor. So now the rumor that they heard was that this girl Paula is getting a promotion.
Promotion. This is an important office word. This means to be offered a better job in your company. That means to move up.
To move up, right. All right, so this is a noun. You get a promotion, right?
Yes, I got a promotion last year, which also meant I got more money.
Okay, awesome. So that is a promotion. Now, when they were talking about the promotion, the girl said, "Oh, I can't believe," the guy said, and Eric said, "I can't believe she's getting a promotion. She's so two-faced."
Two-faced. So think about what this means. To have two faces. To be two-faced means to have two different sides to your personality. A good one and a bad one. Okay? So like, I could be very nice to Marco. Marco, wow, you look so good today. You're such a nice guy. You're such a hard worker. And then, oh my God, Marco's such an idiot. He's like never working and he's always on the phone. Oh, hi, Marco.
That is two-faced. That's very good.
All right, so two-faced means to have two different sides to your personality.
Now, it's interesting the way that you use this word. You say two-faced, right? So you have to add the ed at the end. You can't say he is two-faced.
No.
Or he has two-faced.
No, it's an adjective, so he's two-faced.
Okay.
She is two-faced.
Okay, two-faced.
I don't like people who are two-faced.
Okay, very good. And we have one final word, and it's actually a verb when people talk like this. When they're talking like this.
So they're talking quietly.
Very quietly.
To whisper.
Okay. So what are you whispering about?
Uh-oh. So usually when people are whispering, they're talking about a rumor.
Right, or they're talking in secret. You don't want somebody else to hear you.
Right. So when you want to be very quiet, like at the movie theater, you whisper.
Whisper. Okay. So those are our 4 words for language takeaway. Why don't we go back, listen to the dialogue again, and we'll be back to take a look at a couple of phrases.
Psst. Psst. Hey, Eric, have you heard?
No? Go on, tell me. What's the latest office gossip?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but the rumor is Paula is getting a promotion.
No way. But she's a terrible worker, and you can't trust her. She's so two-faced. You can't believe anything she says.
Hey guys, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, hi, Paula. How are you?
I've got some good news. I'm getting a promotion.
Congratulations! Eric and I were just saying that you were the best person for the job.
Yes, you're the best.
All right, we're back. So now we have 3 key phrases from this great dialogue on Fluency Builder.
Fluency builder.
So this first one is the beginning to any great rumor. We say, have you heard?
All right, so have you heard?
Have you heard that she got a promotion?
Right. It's you're not really asking, right? Although it is a question, have you heard? But you're not really expecting an answer.
This means, I'm going to tell you some gossip.
Right.
Have you heard? Because maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I'm still going to say it. She's still going to say it anyway.
Right. So usually you can say, what? Right? Or in this case, Eric goes, no, go on, tell me. What's the latest office gossip? So obviously...
He knows it's going to be gossip.
Right. Have you heard?
All right, and so the next thing Pam says is, wow, you didn't hear this from me. Okay, what does this mean?
This is typical. This is a way of saying, okay, don't tell anyone that I told you.
So you can tell people, but just don't tell them that I said that this happened, because Pam doesn't want to get in trouble.
Right.
She doesn't want anyone to know that she was giving out rumors.
So that's why she's starting out with, well, you didn't hear this from me, but the rumor is, okay, so this is a way of saying, all right, don't tell anyone that I told you. You didn't hear this from me. And also you can say, but the rumor is, or you can say, but rumor has it.
Oh, rumor has it that Paula is getting a promotion.
So you can go both ways. And now... he exclaims something that's very strange if you just look at it from these 2 words. No way.
No way?
What is no way?
Well, in this context, no way means, really? Wow.
Right.
I'm surprised.
So it's a way to express surprise.
That's right. But be careful, because there's another meaning to this phrase. For example, Marco, could you help me out get the groceries from the car?
No way.
Huh?
Okay,
Why
that
won't
means
you help me?
no. Okay.
Okay, no way. That means no. But also, if you say it like, oh, no way.
Right.
You're saying, wow, that's so interesting.
So it can be an expression of surprise, or it can be a way of saying no, very firmly. No way.
Exactly.
All right, so 3 great phrases there. Very interesting dialogue about gossip. Very common in the office environment. So why don't we listen to the dialogue again, and we'll be back in a little bit.
Hey, Eric, have you heard?
No? Go on, tell me. What's the latest office gossip?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but the rumor is Paula is getting a promotion.
No way. But she's a terrible worker, and you can't trust her. She's so two-faced. You can't believe anything she says.
Hey guys, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, hi, Paula. How are you?
I've got some good news. I'm getting a promotion.
Congratulations! Eric and I were just saying that you were the best person for the job.
Yes, you're the best.
Okay, we're back. So office gossip is generally, well, it's common. It happens in every office, but I think that it's good to avoid too much gossip because sometimes people's feelings can get hurt.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting because usually the bigger the company is, I think more gossip starts to spread because, there are departments. So you got the marketing department, the finance department. So you're like, oh, Kathy from finance, she slept with Tom from marketing and stuff like that.
Then you have the gossip about the bosses.
Right.
Did you see? He totally left for the weekend, but his wife was at home.
Yeah, and also one of the situations where a lot of rumors and office gossip starts to come up is office parties or the office Christmas parties, where people maybe are drinking or something happens and a lot of rumors start to spread.
And they're more relaxed than usual. They do things they wouldn't normally do. Absolutely. So maybe we could open this up to you. Is there a common rumor or office gossip that you hear in your office?
Or is there that one secretary or guy that's always spreading rumors and gossiping?
And don't use any real names. You can just tell us general stories. But that's about it for us here today at EnglishPod. Hope you've enjoyed this. Check out our website, Englishpod.com. Let us know if you have any questions or concerns. But until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The EnglishPod audio review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Learn something by the ear, usually in surprise. Hear. Rumor or talk of a personal, sensational nature. Gossip. Soft speech produced without full voice. Whisper. A mixture of truth and untruth passed around. Rumor. Act of raising in rank or position. Promotion.
Let's try that faster.
Act of raising in rank or position. Promotion. Rumor or talk of a personal, sensational nature. Gossip. A mixture of truth and untruth passed around. Rumor. Soft speech produced without full voice. Whisper. Learn something by the ear, usually in surprise. Hear.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Hear. Have you heard? Maria is getting a divorce. Hear. Have you heard the latest news? Tony is quitting his job. Hear. Have you heard the latest gossip? Britney Spears is pregnant again. Gossip. I like to read about celebrity gossip. Gossip. I think gossip magazines speculate about celebrities. Gossip. Rick always reads the gossip column in the local newspaper. Rumor. I hate it when people spread rumors. Rumor. I heard a rumor around the office about me today. Rumor. Usually rumors turn out to be untrue. Promotion. Sally got a promotion for doing a good job. Promotion. Tom was promoted to senior manager. Promotion. The company is considering which employees deserve a promotion. Whisper. I hate it when people are whispering in the movie theater. Whisper. You must whisper in places such as a library. Whisper. It is considered rude to whisper in front of others.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And my name is Catherine, and today we're going on a little driving lesson.
That's right, we're going to learn how to drive, but not only how to drive, but all the vocabulary and words associated to this activity. So why don't we listen to this dialogue for the first time, and we'll be back to explain it.
Okay, I'm ready for my driving lesson. Should I start the car?
Hold on there, Fittipaldi. First, let's go over things one more time. Now, before you even think of starting the car, make sure your seat is at a comfortable position and you can grip the steering wheel firmly. Next, check your rear view mirrors to make sure you can see properly.
We've been through this a million times. Let's get going already. I'm ready.
Fine. Start the car. Okay, now gently step on the clutch and shift to first gear. Good. Now accelerate gently and let go of the clutch as you do it. There we go. Good.
I'm doing it. I'm driving. This is awesome. Let's turn some music on.
Keep your eyes on the road. No music. We are coming up to a red light. Step on the brakes. What are you doing? I said the brakes. Look out for those people. Get off the sidewalk.
Get out of my way. Oh, this is just like playing video games.
It's the police. Pull over.
They'll never take me alive.
All right, great. So it's a great driving lesson, just like the video games.
Well, hopefully not like video games. We don't want to hurt anyone. But that comes a little bit later. First, let's check out some of these very important phrases in today's language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
All right, so on language takeaway, we have 5 words for you today, starting with the first one, the steering wheel.
Okay, steering wheel. So this comes from the fact that we have a wheel that we use to turn the car left and right. Mm-hmm. And so that's called to steer, to change the direction of something.
So the verb to steer is to take it left or right.
Exactly. So steering wheel is the instrument that we use to change the car's direction.
Very good. And, apart from this instrument, also in order to look to other cars that are behind you, you would look at your rear view mirror.
Great. So rear view mirror. This is a mirror that you have in front of you in the middle of the car, and you look at this mirror to find out if there are cars behind you. So it's a rear view. That means you're looking at the back. Rear means back or behind.
What about the mirrors that are on the side of the car, on the doors?
Those are called side view mirrors.
Side view mirrors.
Very literal. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. And moving on, he was instructing her on how to drive, and he said, step on the clutch.
Well, this is an important word for those of you who are driving manual cars. That means that you have to control the way that the gas goes into the engine by yourself. Mm-hmm. And so a clutch is a pedal. It's the third pedal on the left, and you push this pedal to change gears. Okay, so some cars, they don't have this. For those of you who don't worry about it. But if you do, a clutch is on the far left. It's the third pedal. Okay, so this is for a manual car, manual transmission car, because many people have automatics where you just accelerate and the car automatically changes gears. Exactly. And so a lot of Europeans drive manual cars and have this clutch. Okay, so you step on the clutch, and in order to change gear, you say to shift into first gear. That's right, because if you're driving, you know that you can't go from first to fifth gear, right? Mm-hmm. There's 4 or 5 gears. And so you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to go in order. So we're shifting. We're moving up or we're moving down. So that's called to shift. All right, to shift. And now in the dialogue, we heard to shift into first gear. So that's what it's called. Exactly. And so normally the car starts in N, neutral. That was when you're at a brake, you're to stop. And if you want to start the car, you have to shift to first gear. And that's the lowest. That's going to help the car go. Okay, so to shift into first gear.
Awesome vocabulary. I think this is really useful, especially because it's very specific, so you don't really see it very often in anywhere, but sometimes you need to use it.
That's right. And it's especially useful if you're trying to teach someone
How to drive.
Yeah, because not everyone knows how to drive manual.
Exactly. So why don't we listen to the dialogue again, and we'll be back to explain Fluency Builder.
Okay, I'm ready for my driving lesson. Should I start the car?
Hold on there, Fittipaldi. First, let's go over things one more time. Now, before you even think of starting the car, make sure your seat is at a comfortable position and you can grip the steering wheel firmly. Next, check your rear view mirrors to make sure you can see properly.
We've been through this a million times. Let's get going already. I'm ready.
Fine. Start the car. Okay, now gently step on the clutch and shift to first gear. Good. Now accelerate gently and let go of the clutch as you do it. There we go. Good.
I'm doing it. I'm driving. This is awesome. Let's turn some music on.
Keep your eyes on the road. No music. We are coming up to a red light. Step on the brakes. What are you doing? I said the brakes. Look out for those people. Get off the sidewalk.
Get out of my way. Oh, this is just like playing video games.
It's the police. Pull over.
They'll never take me alive.
All right, we're back. So now why don't we take a look at 4 key phrases in Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
Well, the first phrase is maybe the most important when driving. It's the first thing you do. You start the car.
All right, so you don't say you turn on the car, right?
No, so you put the key in the ignition and you start the car. That means you turn it on.
What about when you want to turn off the car, turn the car off? You say stop the engine.
Stop the car.
Stop the car. Stop the
engine.
Stop the engine, right? All right, very good. Moving on, our next phrase is a million times. Why is this a phrase, a million times? It's pretty literal, right?
We've been through this a million times. Well, no, it's not literal. Otherwise, I think I might kill the person, because a million times means that we've had this same conversation many times. But you can't actually have it a million times. That's way too many.
So it's an exaggeration.
Yeah, it's a way to say a lot. So
A lot.
I've heard him say this a million times.
I've heard this story a million times.
Or I've done this. I've turned the car on a million times.
Okay, awesome. And now, well, they were driving and they heard a police siren and the guy told her to pull over.
Okay, so this is a very common car phrase again, especially when you're dealing with the police. So to pull over means to slow the car down and to stop it on the side of the road. Mm-hmm. So you could hear a policeman say, pull over. So pull over your car. That means slow down and stop the car on the side. Because obviously you can't stop in the middle of the road.
Right. So sometimes your mobile phone will ring as well, and you don't have a hands-free, so you have to pull over to the side so you can pick up the phone, usually, right?
Exactly. Or you could say, hey, Mom, could you pull over? I have to use the restroom.
Exactly. Awesome. All right, and our last phrase for today is to take me alive, to take someone alive.
They'll never take me alive.
All right.
That's what the character says. And so this is a phrase that we use when we're talking about people who are running away from the law. Mm-hmm. So he says, they'll never capture me. And if they do, I'll be dead. So he's saying either I run free or I die.
All right. So to take someone alive is basically that. But is it literal? Would you say?
No, this is not literal. He's saying they'll never catch me.
Okay, very good. All right, so that's all the phrases we have for today. Why don't we listen to this dialogue for the last time, and we'll be back.
Okay, I'm ready for my driving lesson. Should I start the car?
Hold on there, Fittipaldi. First, let's go over things one more time. Now, before you even think of starting the car, make sure your seat is at a comfortable position and you can grip the steering wheel firmly. Next, check your rear view mirrors to make sure you can see properly.
We've been through this a million times. Let's get going already. I'm ready.
Fine. Start the car. Okay, now gently step on the clutch and shift to first gear. Good. Now accelerate gently and let go of the clutch as you do it. There we go. Good.
I'm doing it. I'm driving. This is awesome. Let's turn some music on.
Keep your eyes on the road. No music. We are coming up to a red light. Step on the brakes. What are you doing? I said the brakes. Look out for those people. Get off the sidewalk.
Get out of my way! Oh, this is just like playing video games.
It's the police. Pull over.
They'll never take me alive!
All right, we're back. So driving now, this is interesting because as you mentioned, a lot of people in America usually have automatic transmissions, whereas in Europe, maybe they have manual transmissions.
Exactly.
Is there a reason for that, do you think?
I'm not sure what the reason would be. I think a lot of American car makers manufacture more automatic cars in general. Some people say that it's because people in America are less concerned with gas. But if you have a manual transmission, you can actually conserve a bit of gas. And so because gas prices in Europe are higher generally, more people are interested in having manual transmissions.
Also, I remember when I was younger, my dad always bought cars that had a manual transmission because he said that if ever they break down, it's much easier and cheaper to fix in a car that has a manual transmission than it is to fix an automatic one.
That's right. Well, and I personally think that it's better to learn how to drive on a manual transmission car because you can drive any car afterwards. But if you learn an automatic, you'll never know how to drive a manual.
There was also a case on television recently about a small child that actually the dialogue is based on it is he took his dad's car and he was like 7 years old and he was driving and was being chased by the police.
No way.
And then he pulled into his house and got out of the car and ran into the house. So obviously he was an underage driver, but he didn't get into much trouble. But it was interesting because he drove very, very well.
That's unbelievable.
And basically almost learned it by game simulators, by video games, on how you drive on a video game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
well, NASCAR, here he comes.
Right. So if you have any questions, any comments, or any other suggestions for lessons, please come to our website, Englishpod.com, and we'll see you guys there.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Hold, reach. Grip. The pedal that you press before you change gear. Clutch. The part of the road where people walk. Sidewalk. The wheel which the driver holds in a car. Steering wheel. To move a car to the side of the road and stop. Pull over.
Let's try that faster.
Hold, reach. Grip. The wheel which the driver holds in a car. Steering wheel. The pedal that you press before you change gear. Clutch. The part of the road where people walk. Sidewalk. To move a car to the side of the road and stop. Pull over.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Grip. I have a bad grip when it comes to holding on to things. Grip. Grip the steering wheel firmly and make sure your hands have free space. Grip. What, are you crazy? Get a grip. Clutch. I have to take the car to the mechanic because the clutch is broken. Clutch. Remove your foot from the clutch very slowly as you accelerate. Clutch. Remember to clutch when you want to change gears. Sidewalk. I hate it when people ride their motorcycles on the sidewalks. Sidewalk. Some sidewalks in this city are too crowded. Sidewalk. I slipped and almost broke my leg in that sidewalk right there. Steering wheel. I'm thinking of buying a new steering wheel for my car. Steering wheel. The steering wheel of the car just came out. Steering wheel. Someone took the steering wheel from my car and left the rest of it. Pull over. He should have pulled over, but he didn't. Pull over. Pull over near the next exit. Pull over. Whatever you do, don't pull over.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
My name is Catherine, and we've got a very sad dialogue today, actually, Marco.
That's right. Today we have a very sad but interesting dialogue of something that happens all the time. Maybe you have a girlfriend, maybe you had a boyfriend, and you break up.
That means you are no longer boyfriend and girlfriend. Let's take a listen to today's dialogue, and we'll be back in a moment to talk about what's going on. Hello?
Hey, do you want to go out tonight?
No, I think I'll pass. Mark broke up with me. I feel awful.
What? What happened? Just last week you were talking about going on vacation together.
I don't know what I did wrong. He said he needed some space to figure things out. He said I didn't do anything wrong, that I'm a great person, just not the one for him.
That's so cliche. Mark's not worth your time, Lydia. You deserve so much better.
I know we had hit a rough patch, but I had hoped we could work it out next weekend when we both had some time off. I think he found someone else. I had been getting suspicious because he had been spending a lot of time with a coworker.
Whatever. He's a jerk. Forget about him. There are many more fish in the sea.
Talk about being cliche, Maggie. But you're right. There's no use for me to sulk around. Let's go out tonight.
All right, we're back. So obviously this girl, Lydia, is very torn. She's very sad because her boyfriend broke up with her.
That's right. She's crying the whole time this dialogue was going on.
That's right. So, but she did mention, her and her friend mentioned some interesting things. Why don't we take a look at some of the words they used on Language Takeaway?
Language takeaway.
So first of all, her friend says, "Hey, do you want to go out tonight?" And what does Lydia say?
She says, "No, I think I'll pass."
All right, I think I'll pass. I will pass. So what does this verb mean, to pass?
So that means she is politely rejecting the offer or the invitation.
So no thanks.
No thanks. That's basically what it means.
I won't go. So, hey, Marco, you want to go see a movie in a couple hours?
No, I think I'll pass. I got homework to do.
All right, so Marco will not come. That means to decline an invitation.
That's right. So that's what it means, to pass. Now, as they continue to talk, they mention some of the problems with her boyfriend, but Maggie said, "Ugh, that's so cliche."
So the boyfriend said something, and Maggie thinks that what he said was very, very cliche.
So what is something that is cliche?
Cliche means something that is said or done very often. It's almost like we would expect it.
So like, for example, what's a cliche phrase or a cliche action?
Well, in the dialogue, they were talking about ways of breaking up with people. So, for example, it's not you, it's me.
Let's break
right.
up. So that's a cliche because it's a sentence, it's a phrase everyone always says. It's not maybe not very honest.
Okay.
Or like a movie cliche would be, a couple, they're getting married, but their parents, the parents of the bride, they're
don't
divorced. They hate each other.
Uh-huh.
But then at the wedding, they get back together. They're going to get married again. That's a cliche story.
That's right.
Because you've heard it before.
Right. All the time. It's very common.
So something that's very common, something that you would expect, that's a cliche. And a cliche, calling something a cliche is not a good thing. It's usually a bad thing.
That's right. Okay. So Maggie goes on to say that, this guy, Mark, her ex-boyfriend, he's not really worth it. She says, you deserve so much better.
Okay, so to deserve is a verb, and it means that you should receive something or you should expect something. So almost like, in this case, you deserve better. You have earned something better. You're a good person. You should receive you should have a good boyfriend.
That's right. So when she says you deserve so much better, she's talking about deserving a better guy, a better man.
Or for example, so Marco, you work so hard at school. You're always doing your homework. You really deserve good grades. That means you should receive good grades.
Very good. Now, when Lydia said, yeah, you know what, I just thought we were having some problems and we had hit a rough patch. So she's talking about a rough patch. What is that?
A rough patch is actually something we talk about a lot in spoken English. It's a way to describe a period of time, so maybe a week or a month, when things are difficult, when maybe you argue with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or when you're sad a lot, or when you're confused. And so a period of time when you're angry or sad with your boyfriend or girlfriend, that's a rough patch.
So maybe we can apply a rough patch to another situation, like at work. Maybe you're going through a rough patch at work.
That means I'm always busy, I'm always tired, I don't feel happy with my job, I'm going through a rough patch.
So it's usually a temporary period of time where things are going bad.
It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year, but it's a fixed amount of time. It's not forever.
Right.
It's just a period.
Okay, very good. And Lydia went on to say that, she thought that maybe he was going out with someone else, and she was suspicious because he was spending a lot of time with some other girl.
Okay, so to be suspicious is to think that something is happening, but you don't know. So, for example, Marco, I think you've been taking the milk from the kitchen. You are always drinking coffee, and you always take milk in your coffee, and there's no more milk, so I think it was you. I'm being suspicious. I'm thinking that maybe you did something bad or wrong.
That I'm guilty. So maybe you're suspicious that someone is stealing the milk, or maybe you suspect or you're suspicious that your next door neighbor is maybe a car thief.
Right, so you're very suspicious. That means you're always thinking that this person or someone else is doing something bad.
That's right. Okay, so a lot of words there, talking about relationships, talking about cliches. Why don't we go back? Let's listen to the dialogue again, and we'll be back in a bit with Fluency Builder.
Hello?
Hey, do you want to go out tonight?
No, I think I'll pass. Mark broke up with me. I feel awful.
What? What happened? Just last week you were talking about going on vacation together.
I don't know what I did wrong. He said he needed some space to figure things out. He said I didn't do anything wrong, that I'm a great person, just not the one for him.
That's so cliche. Mark's not worth your time, Lydia. You deserve so much better.
I know we had hit a rough patch, but I had hoped we could work it out next weekend when we both had some time off. I think he found someone else. I had been getting suspicious because he had been spending a lot of time with a coworker.
Whatever. He's a jerk. Forget about him. There are many more fish in the sea.
Talk about being cliche, Maggie. But you're right. There's no use for me to sulk around. Let's go out tonight.
All right, we're back. So now let's take a look at some of those phrases on Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
All right, so Marco, these are cliche phrases that we hear in English when people are breaking up. Okay, so there's some breaking up phrases, but there's also phrases that you might hear from your friend after you have a breakup. Okay, the first phrase we're going to look at, I think, is to need space. So he said he needed some space.
Right, and that's a cliche phrase, as we said, but it means that maybe her ex-boyfriend or Mark needs more space, needs more time to be on his own, or needs more time to do his own things.
That's right. So when you're in a relationship, you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you're always together. I need some space means I want to be alone. I don't want to be with my boyfriend or girlfriend. Sometimes this is just a small period. Sometimes it's forever. It depends.
That's right. So when somebody says that they need space, it means they need a little bit of more time to be on their own or to be alone, as you said. And also, he had also given her another cliche phrase. Mark said that she is not the one for him.
Okay, so the emphasis here is the one.
The one, that's right.
She's not the one for him. So in English, we often talk about the one, and this means the person that you will marry, the love of your life.
Your significant other, your other half.
That's right, and so you hope that you will marry the one. But her boyfriend realized, he said, listen, I like you, but you're not the one. You're not the person that I will marry. So this is a phrase you often hear in breakups.
So if you're single, maybe you don't have a boyfriend, or you're not married, you might say that you haven't found the one.
Or you have a lot of different boyfriends, but you still haven't found the one. That means the one you will marry.
That's right. Okay, very good. And now towards the end of the dialogue, Maggie also gives her some advice and said, you know what? Forget about him. There are many more fish in the sea.
Okay, so this is a phrase that we often say when we're trying to make somebody feel better. So the person is sad and we want to make them happy. And so there are many more fish in the sea means that there are other men in the world. Okay, you're sad. You broke up. I understand. But there are so many other men you could date. So she's trying to say, hey, listen, look at this world. There's so many different options.
That's right. So it's the similarity of how in the sea you have so many fish, in the world you have so many men, so don't worry about it.
And you can say this about women too. So for example, if I'm talking to my male friend or my brother, and my brother just broke up with his girlfriend, I can say, hey, listen, there are many more fish in the sea.
That's
many
right.
other women.
So don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You'll be okay.
And Lydia says, you know what? I think you're right. And there's really no use for me to sulk around. So what does she mean to sulk around?
To sulk. Now, this is something that is very visual for me. I see somebody sulking. Their head is low. They're sad. Someone who is sulking often wears their sweatpants or their pajamas. They don't make
change.
themselves look good. To sulk around means to be in your house, to be sad, to watch TV and eat ice cream. So stop sulking. Don't look sad. Be happy.
Right.
So to sulk is to act sad and to, be very down.
So it's kind of like it's kind of a combination of being lazy and also sad at the same time because something bad happened to you.
Exactly. And so we often say that in English, teenagers like to sulk. Oh, I'm so angry at my parents. And your parents will say, hey, stop sulking. Go study.
Right. That's right. Very good. Okay, so a lot of great phrases here. I think we can go back. Let's listen to this dialogue one last time.
Hello?
Hey, do you want to go out tonight?
No, I think I'll pass. Mark broke up with me. I feel awful.
What? What happened? Just last week you were talking about going on vacation together.
I don't know what I did wrong. He said he needed some space to figure things out. He said I didn't do anything wrong, that I'm a great person, just not the one for him.
That's so cliche. Mark's not worth your time, Lydia. You deserve so much better.
I know we had hit a rough patch, but I had hoped we could work it out next weekend when we both had some time off. I think he found someone else. I had been getting suspicious because he had been spending a lot of time with a coworker.
Whatever. He's a jerk. Forget about him. There are many more fish in the sea.
Talk about being cliche, Maggie. But you're right. There's no use for me to sulk around. Let's go out tonight.
All right, so talking about breakups, these cliche lines, and well, Maggie's obviously upset. What other cliche lines or breakup phrases have you heard apart from "It's not you, it's me"? You're just not the one.
I need some space.
I need some space.
I think of you more like a friend, you know, because there's like a boyfriend or girlfriend, but then there's a friend. And so, listen, I like you, but I think of you more like a friend.
Yeah, I think that's a typical one, especially if you're asking someone out on a date. They might say that, you know, oh, I really like you, but I see you more as a friend than anything else.
So there's another one that's very popular. Sometimes you hear people say, I'm just not ready for a relationship.
And that's also a cliche line.
Or I'm not ready to commit.
I'm not ready to commit. Yeah. And it's interesting because I think breaking up is one of the hardest things that people can do. And I think maybe this is why you just use one of these phrases that are so popular and common, because I guess it's kind of a good way to explain in very soft terms what you want to say and to break up with someone.
That's right. And I think that sometimes people are afraid to make the other person sad. And so they say these things that are very, you know, general, like it's not you, it's me.
Right.
But sometimes this makes the other person even more sad because they don't understand why that they're breaking up. So
what about breaking up over the telephone or breaking up with a letter?
Oof. Generally, at least in America, we say that breaking up over email or letter or phone is not a good way to end a relationship. It's very cold.
It's very cold. So the other person would be very angry if that happened.
That's right. You just want to see the person and say, listen, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this face to face.
Okay. So this is actually very interesting because as we say, maybe in other countries or in other cultures is not really a negative thing to break up over the phone or maybe send an email saying, you know what, I don't want to see you anymore.
Right. So I'd be very curious to hear about you guys and your cultures and what happens when people break up where you live. So let us know. Our website is Englishpod.com. We hope to see you there. And of course, we hope that you haven't had any very bad breakup experiences. But if you're comfortable sharing, we'd like to hear about your culture and your background.
All right. So we'll see you guys there.
Bye.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
End a romantic relationship. Break up. To deliver or express in speech. Talk about. Think about something until understand. Figure things out. A saying or idea that is overused. Cliché. Go through a difficult time. Hit a rough patch. Solve. Overcome. Work out.
Let's try that faster.
Solve. Overcome. Work out. Go through a difficult time. Hit a rough patch. Think about something until understand. Figure things out. A saying or idea that is overused. Cliché. End a romantic relationship. Break up. To deliver or express in speech. Talk about.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
I think I'll pass on the broccoli. Cindy said she would pass on the offer. This offer is too good to pass up. Cliché. The things he says are very cliché, but very sweet. Cliché. Even though it may seem cliché, I truly believe that love is blind. Cliché. That movie is so cliché, it's not worth watching. He didn't do anything to deserve a beating. I've worked really hard. I think I deserve a better pay. This is such a nice gift. I don't deserve this. Tim is suspicious that his neighbor, Janet, is stealing from him. You can't have a healthy relationship if you're both so suspicious of each other. Anna is suspicious of everybody. She doesn't even trust her own family. Bobby is sulking because his mom won't let him eat dessert. Don't sit there sulking because you lost your job. Go find a new one. Sammy is very obedient. She does all her chores and never sulks.